What do you mean February is like 2 months into the new year? I mean, frankly, it's still kind of the new year. Until it's like December. Anyway, hi friends and followers, it's your friendly neighborhood cosplayer with slight time management issues. This video is going to contain both the wrap-up of 2016 and the cosplans of 2017, so if you want to see the cosplans of 2017 only, the timestamp is like right here. Anyway, I did like 5 videos in 2016, which realistically is probably the best I could have hoped for. I did mention I had no idea where life was taking me, and oh man. So anyway, I moved, as you can probably tell. Let's start there. I moved out. I live on the other side of Stockholm now. And it's going really well. I really like it. I got a job. I got another job. Also, I started my medical transition, which is really cool. I only started in December though, so I'm only like 2 months in. I think it's fair to say that I've been busy. And with that said, I am still pretty proud of the things I actually managed to do. I didn't do any like big cosplays this year, but I am proud of what I did manage. So let's just like go from the things I said I would do last year and see what I actually managed. I'd like to have more photo shoots and take more photos of characters I haven't shot yet. Yes and no. I did have a lot of really nice photo shoots. Halloween Dave Cat, this Troll Striders, Jork Jake, Potter's Duck, Godchild Cronus, and I did have a lot of fun shooting at location with different people and, you know, planning out shots beforehand so we could actually get like specific images we wanted. But I still have to take photos of Cronus and Kanaya, and let's be real here, Kanaya probably won't get any photos because I kind of need to redo her altogether in that case, and I'm not super excited about that. I didn't get to shoot with anyone professional, but again, I did actually like, we planned out some stuff and that made everything a lot better. As evident, there's no CMV. It is what it is. Want to go to more conventions? In 2016 I went to my 20th convention. I did do 4 cons over there. Ferricon, Kodachicon, Confusion, and Narkonjävla. I did not end up going to Narcon Winter since I was working. And I also went to Comic Con Stockholm, but I'm not really counting that because it's very unlike the rest of Swedish cons in convention tradition. Also, like, pretty much unrelated, but sleeping in a hotel is so good when you're at a con, I swear. It's helped me so much with my medical issues. Moving on to numbers. Starter Dirk, done. Potterstuck Dirk, done. Starter John, done. Marco Diaz, Hannah finished school this year and we ended up not meshing at any convention. And Marco is really like, it's such a basic cosplay, I don't really want to go alone. But we are planning on doing it for Narcon Winter, so 2 fingers crossed that that goes through. And if nothing else, I mean, I'm practically finished with him. It's just that, again, I don't want to go on my own. Potterstuck Cronus, nope, photo shoots are planned though, and I mean, again, it's like I pretty much have everything I need, it's just I need a time to wear it. And yeah, I could wear it at a con, sure, but it's not really my priority for con cosplays. Tower Sprite I got started on, nothing really else to say there. I still need a lot of materials. The only stuff I have right now is the wig. Still, yes, I know. But it's top priority after Narcon. Number 4 did not happen either. Also a cosplay I want to do with Hannah. Maybe Kodachicon, I don't know. Depends on what cons she's planning to go to. Dream of the Endless, I have a plan for. I have an attack plan. I have a person to cosplay Death of the Endless with me. We're going to be 2 of us, and we'll see when that happens. I'm thinking Comic Con Stockholm would be a good place for that. Night Baron remains low-key, but like, I never actually started him. I never actually like started touching anything that I needed for him, so. Cosplays I did do that I hadn't planned on doing. Of course, there's like 50 times I wore Cronus, but I actually did do 2 cosplays I hadn't actually planned on doing that I ended up doing anyway. Well, that's kind of a lie. The first cosplay is Spike from Buffy, and I had planned on doing Spike back in 2015 because I was bleaching my hair and my friend was like, oh my god, you should cosplay Spike. And I was like, I never even seen Buffy. So I did see Buffy for that specific purpose because I wanted to cosplay Spike. And honestly, I really liked Buffy. But I saw like 3 seasons and then I took a pause and I saw anything until like fall 2016. Because a person at my job was really into Buffy and I was like, oh well, I got to pick it back up. And then I made a Spike cosplay in like 2 weeks. I still need a photo of that though. I also ended up doing Halloween Star Carcat, which apparently I'm a Carcat cosplayer now. Other cosplay for Narcon Winter, PG Star Carcat. I'm a Carcat cosplayer now, apparently. So, what are my solid goals for 2017? The costumes I bring with me from last year is definitely Marco Diaz, it's Tara Sprite, it's Dream of the Endless. And low-key number 4. Not to mention, you know, Godchild Cronus. I still want to finish Godchild Cronus. I do not consider Godchild Cronus finished. I did wear him to Kodachicon, but his wings are still not finished, and I was not super happy with how it turned out at COSPLAY. I still have some things I want to touch up. And just wearing him was really nice, don't get me wrong. It definitely gave me some motivation to actually like go back, finish stuff, clean everything up. But I mean, my wings for Cronus are 2 hours from here. Again, I moved, and my dad still lives north of Stockholm. I live south of Stockholm now, so it's like 2 hours for me to travel. I need to be outside and paint the wings, and it's going to take a while. I mean, I still want to do it, but... Also, Protostar Cronus, again, there's a shoot planned. Pretty much everything's done. Just need to make this shot happen. For Narcon Winter, I am going to work. I'm going to work with the for Sweden Stuck, so I'm going to be there representing Sweden Stuck with my crew. And there's 4 of us, so we're going to cosplay the Midnight Crew. I'm going to be Spade Slick. It's going to be balls up the walls. Amazing. Hopefully. And then I also have a secret cosplay for Narcon Winter that I want to do and that I have planned to do, and I've actually managed to keep pretty secret. So that's going to happen. That's going to be fun. Low-key plans, do a decent, probably Canon Divergent Solux, probably Bro Strider for Dirk Week. I was planning to do Dirk Week, I probably won't do Dirk Week. Same zone, I might also do AR, probably not, we'll see. Tintin, if I bleach this out to a more true ginger color, I will probably do Tintin. I mean, I pretty much look like him anyway. Another thing I want to finish, Ahab's crosshairs is something I had going. The first post I made to my Instagram was a whip photo of Ahab's crosshairs, and it's still not finished, but in my defense, it's still with my father. It's still like 2 hours from here, and that's just a project, man. I also want to work with lights in my cosplay. I'm thinking I should do that with Dream, like his coat, because it's fire. Speaking of Ahab's crosshairs though, photo shoots I have planned. I have one Cronus photo shoot planned. Hopefully with water, hopefully with Ahab's crosshairs, hopefully without a jacket. I also have planned to take photos of my species swap Cronus, as well as Protostar Cronus, obviously. John Egbert needs proper photos still. Will happen sometime after Narcon, because I use the same wig for him as I do for Marco. Also, I'm not super proud of that wig. I mean, I have gotten a lot of good feedback on it, but I'm still like... Man, I do not like the structure of that wig. Like, it's sewn very weirdly. It's so thick, like in the front, it really gives me coconut head. Waiting for warmer weather and possibly for my face to take on the effects of testosterone a bit. I would also do Spike, get some proper photos of him. I need to bleach my hair again for that, so It is the night set, this version of Spike, and Stockholm has a lot of old subways. So the dream would be to get a proper photographer and get into the subway and take some awesome Spike photos. For the concept plan this year, Narcon Winter, obviously, happens in like 2 weeks. I was going to go to Confusion, but Confusion has cancelled, so obviously not going to happen. Kodachicon was a lot of fun last year, so I'm going to go to that if I can. PikaCon I didn't go to last year, I went to Faircon instead. I heard a lot of good things about PikaCon, so I'm going to check it out. Possibly Faircon as well, depends on how like dates, etc. mash. It was fun, it was very small though. StoreCon is another con I've had my eyes on for a while, I never ended up going, but I have heard a lot of good things about them last year. So that's definitely something I want to check out. Also Comic-Con Stockholm, because Comic-Con Stockholm was pretty awesome. I will not be going to Narcon Summer this year either. I'm going to be in Iceland, World Scout Moot. Did I say on Iceland? Like in Iceland? I mean, you say on Ireland, but you say in England. But both of those are islands. At what point is an island big enough that you say in Ireland rather than on Ireland? For videos, I will not promise anything. I am hoping to do at least one vlog and one like music convention type video. I would also like to do at least one tutorial and probably something a bit more standard vlogger format. Another photo shoot I want to do is I want to do a Kronk photo shoot on my own. I want to see how much I can work with myself only as both model and photographer. Another thing I would be wanting to do is Cronus and Bandities, specifically as a studio kind of model setting. And then finally also a Dirk and Cronus shipping shoot with Joanna as Cronus, which would be pretty awesome. Last but not least, I am going to try and sell off some cosplays I don't really use anymore. Days of me being an adorable Tony Chopper at cons it's over, it's never coming back. Especially as my voice is dropping, I'm just not going to be able to do the cutesy adorable thing. There's also some Homestuck cosplays I probably won't wear so much. Kanaya comes to mind. I mean, I'm still kind of sad I never got any proper photos of Chopper. But that's just how it is. Sorry for a long gap. If you want more regular updates from me and, you know, of my photos, of my cosplays, of my work in progresses, like pictures of these, then I suggest you follow me on my Instagram or my fresh and new cosplay Tumblr. Both of these have whips, they have proper photo shoots, they have convention staleness, just news things, etc. Tumblr is generally a bit more high quality, Instagram is more frequent. If there's anything you'd like to see from me, if there's anything you'd like me to do, if you have some sort of feedback, anything, just talk to me in the comments. I got a lot of wonderful feedback, so thank you all so much for that, and I will see you in my next video.